Recessions have a way of changing how people think about money. Jobs that once felt unshakable suddenly don't. Businesses that looked permanent start cutting back. And almost overnight, the question shifts from how do I grow to how do I survive? What's interesting is that while many industries slow down during economic downturns, a few don't just survive. They quietly keep working in the background. One of those is an online model most people underestimate until they need it. And no, this isn't about chasing trends or jumping into something risky. It's about a model built on a simple truth. When times get tough, people don't stop spending, they become more careful about how they spend. That shift creates opportunity. The model we're talking about is digital services, not flashy startups, not overnight success stories, just real services delivered online, solving real problems for businesses and individuals who still need help, recession or not. Think about it for a moment. During a recession, companies cut costs, they freeze hiring, they avoid long-term commitments, but they still need work done. They still need websites maintained, content written, ads managed, systems organized, customers supported. So instead of hiring full-time employees, they turn to flexible, on-demand help. That's where this model thrives. Digital services don't depend on physical locations. They don't require inventory. They don't collapse when foot traffic disappears. As long as the internet works, the business works. And more importantly, this model adapts. When budgets tighten, businesses don't stop marketing, they just want it done smarter. They don't stop communicating, they just want it done cheaper and faster. They don't stop growing, they just become more selective. This is why freelancers, consultants, and small digital service providers often see steady or even increased demand during recessions. Now let's talk about what actually qualifies as a digital service. It's not limited to one skill. It can be writing, editing, or proofreading. It can be graphic design or video editing. It can be managing social media accounts or running ads. It can be virtual assistants, customer support, bookkeeping, or email management. It can even be helping businesses organize systems they already use, but don't fully understand. The key is this: you're selling time, skill, and problem solving, not products. And that matters during a recession. Products depend on consumer confidence. Services depend on necessity. A business might delay launching a new product, but it won't delay fixing a broken website. A brand might pause expansion, but it won't stop responding to customers. A company might downsize staff, but it won't stop needing work done. This model also works because it lowers risk for both sides. For the client, there's no long-term contract, no benefits, no office space, no training costs. For the service provider, there's no warehouse, no shipping, no manufacturing delays. Just deliver the work, get paid, repeat. Another reason this model holds up is scalability. You don't have to start big. Most people begin with one skill and one client. They work evenings, weekends, or between jobs. As demand grows, they raise rates, specialize, or build small teams. And unlike traditional businesses, scaling doesn't mean massive overhead. You can work from a spare room, a kitchen table, or a laptop while traveling. Geography doesn't matter. Time zones become an advantage, not a limitation. Now here's the part people often miss. This model isn't just for creative people or tech experts. It's for problem solvers. If you can help someone save time, reduce stress, increase sales, or avoid mistakes, there's a service there. Recessions don't eliminate problems, they magnify them. And the people who do well are the ones who position themselves as solutions, not sellers. This is why digital services remain resilient when other online models struggle. They're practical, they're flexible, and they're grounded in real-world needs. Most people assume they need years of experience, expensive certifications, or a perfectly polished brand before they can offer a service. That belief stops them before they ever begin. In reality, many successful digital service providers started by doing things they already knew how to do, just in a more focused, professional way. The difference isn't talent, it's positioning. Instead of saying, "I can do a bit of everything," the people who succeed say, "I solve this specific problem for this type of client." That clarity matters even more during a recession. When money is tight, clients don't want options, they want answers. They want to know exactly what they're paying for and exactly what outcome they'll get. A clear service, a clear price, and a clear result feels safe. And safety sells when uncertainty is everywhere. Another advantage of this model is speed. You don't need months to launch. You don't need investors. You don't need to wait for perfect timing. Many people land their first client within weeks simply by reaching out to businesses that already exist and already need help. And those businesses are everywhere. Local companies, online brands, startups, coaches, agencies, e-commerce stores. Most of them are understaffed, overworked, and trying to do too much with fewer people. During economic slowdowns, that pressure increases, not decreases. This is where trust becomes more valuable than hype. Clients don't want big promises. They want reliability. They want someone who shows up, communicates clearly, and delivers what was agreed on. That's it. And here's something important. You don't need to compete on price. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming recession means cheap work. It doesn't. It means valuable work. Businesses will always find money for things that protect revenue, save time, or prevent losses. If your service does one of those three things, you're not an expense, you're an investment. That's why some digital service providers actually raise their rates over time, even during downturns. As they specialize and prove results, they become harder to replace. There's also a quiet emotional benefit to this model that rarely gets talked about. Control. During a recession, uncertainty is exhausting. Not knowing if your job is safe, if your hours will be cut, or if your income will change overnight creates constant stress. Running a digital service doesn't eliminate uncertainty, but it shifts it. Instead of depending on one employer, you spread risk across clients. Instead of waiting for decisions made above you, you make your own. Instead of hoping for stability, you build it piece by piece. That sense of control matters. It changes how you show up. It changes how you think about your time. And for many people, it changes their confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because they're no longer powerless. Now, this model isn't magic. It still requires effort. It requires learning how to communicate professionally, how to manage clients, how to set boundaries, and how to improve your skills. But unlike many online ideas, the work directly connects to income. You do the work, you get paid. No waiting for algorithms. No hoping content goes viral. No depending on trends that disappear overnight. And that's why this model continues to work, not just during recessions, but because of them. When markets slow down, practicality wins. When fear rises, solutions matter more than stories. And when people need stability, they turn to models built on usefulness, not hype. If you've ever felt like the economy was something happening to you, something you had no control over, this is one way to shift that balance. You don't need to escape the system. You just need to position yourself within it more intelligently. Now, if this perspective helped you see online work differently, take a moment to engage with this video. It helps more than you might think, and it lets me know what kind of content actually brings value to you. If you want deeper breakdowns of specific services, real examples, and practical ways people start without quitting everything overnight, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. And remember, recessions don't eliminate opportunity. They reveal which models were built to last. Thanks for watching.